Becoming an organized person doesn't happen overnight. It takes months or even years of building certain habits to keep your environment neat and organized and be able to manage your time well. Even if you consider yourself an organized person, there is always space to improve your methods and routines and try new things that help you stay on track. Since this is the first video for 2020, I thought it would be a good idea to present you 1 Year to an Organized Life by Regina Leeds. The special thing about this book is that it doesn't feel overwhelming. Instead of trying to teach you everything about organization, it divides different topics for the course of 12 months, giving you simple weekly and monthly projects to follow so you can tackle different areas of your life and home separately. The other good thing about this book is that you can adapt it to your learning or reading rhythm. You'll probably feel like you can't adapt some of these chapters to your life. For instance, September focuses a lot on back-to-school season for kids. But that means that you can go through the index and decide to extend some of the chapters throughout a wider span of months. For example, if you feel like you have a lot of the so-called hidden areas like basements, garages, laundry rooms, etc., you'll probably have to dedicate more than 1 month to cover the organization of those spaces. The book also suggests a bunch of new habits to implement for at least 21 days straight each month. This can be a little bit of help if you're struggling with implementing certain routines. Even if you can successfully organize everything in your house, you won't be able to keep that organization for long if you are unable to build strong habits. Since I don't want to spoil the book for you, I'll cover the January chapter for this video, so you can get some motivation to start this transformation in 2020. In January, Regina Leeds suggests you to focus on 1. Understanding time management and 2. Working on the kitchen. Regarding habits, the author suggests you to pick at least one of the following and sticking with it for 21 days straight. Wash dishes rather than leave them languishing in the sink. Put your clean dishes away immediately. If you use a dishwasher, unload it when the cycle is complete. Wipe off the counters after each use, and once a day take out the garbage. On the first week of January, you should be understanding where your time is going and understanding how to use it. You can use a journal or a notepad for this exercise. Tracking how much time you're spending on cleaning, sleeping, commuting, scrolling through social media, or watching Netflix is a good way to have a good look at how you're spending an invaluable resource that could be used to reach your goals otherwise. Maybe you've always wanted to write a book, do some volunteer work, or learn a language. Cutting back on what's non-essential and redirect that time to more essential tasks is a sign of organization too. In week 2, you should be working on creating schedules and routines. The goal is to create your ideal planning system by setting up a calendar, planner, or other type of organization method. And then by using that tool or that set of tools, you can create a routine that is both effective at tackling all of your to-dos and also giving you enough time to either work on personal projects or taking care of yourself. Part of this job includes delegating tasks to someone you trust, cutting back on activities that aren't giving you joy or are useless for your daily routine, and living your day-to-day life taking into account your future well-being. This last step can be tricky, but it's a change in your mindset that can be incredibly useful in the future. It can apply to incredibly simple things like laying out your outfit the night before, or more complex things like organizing a project or a trip step by step 6 months ahead before you engage in that activity. Life can be very unpredictable, and saving planning, organization, or working for when they feel appropriate near the deadline can give you a lot of trouble if something else comes up. Take pleasure in preparing for the unexpected, and you'll have more leverage to work around problems when they arrive. Week 3 and 4 are dedicated to the kitchen, and you should be asking the so-called kitchen questions. Since it's the first week of January, I haven't started the organizational section of this book yet, so I'll leave you with a few topics you can start working on or planning for. You should be analyzing the space around you and understanding how you currently use your kitchen and how you would like to use it. You should then perform a speed elimination of items that you no longer use or need, and set up different areas in your kitchen according to your needs. The author also suggests you to organize your pantry so it supports your kitchen activities, even if your pantry is just a few shelves. And finally, create a shopping list and an emergency contact list to keep nearby. If you're interested in delving into these kitchen questions and start working on them, I recommend you to get the ebook version or physical version of 1 Year to an Organized Life. I'll be posting updates over the year on how I've been adapting the contents of the book to my own organization methods. And if your budget is too tight to enroll in on-site classes or expensive courses on how to become more organized or productive and revamp your life, watching online classes is a great way to organize your time around your learning sessions while improving your skills and managing your projects. And the best place to learn more about new things is today's sponsor, Skillshare. Instead of paying hundreds of dollars for a couple of classes, Skillshare allows you to learn almost everything for less than $10 a month with no time limits. They have thousands of courses on management and business, productivity, photography, writing, languages, illustration design, music, cooking, and so on. To start the year off with the right foot, you can watch this class on real productivity, where you'll learn how to create your ideal week by doing exercises for prioritizing tasks, creating an ideal week calendar, and trying different apps to balance your projects. With Skillshare, you'll never have an excuse to stop learning, as you can watch all of these courses on the go, participate in class projects, and get involved in a community of people who want to learn the exact same things as you do. And even if you're not willing to start paying $10 a month for classes, that's not a problem, because using my promo code will give you 2 months of classes for free, no strings attached. Using this promo code also tells Skillshare that you came from my channel, which is always nice if you enjoy my content and want to keep supporting our study corner. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys!